So today's going to be all about keto diet and low carb diet. So let me answer everybody's burning question. Does the keto diet work? It absolutely works. Hi guys, my name is Yasia Lamide Adeburn and welcome back to Living Life with Your Favorite Nurse. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like this video and also share with your friends. So I hope you guys have watched my intuitive eating video, my quarantine 15 nutrition facts, and also 5 foods to help promote weight loss. If you haven't, I'll leave up cards throughout this video so that you can watch them after you watch this video. So today is going to be all about keto diet and low carb diet. I've gotten a lot of questions about it, so I said I have to do a video about it. So we're really going to talk about what it is, a how-to for beginners, and would I recommend it. So let's get started. So let me answer everybody's burning question. Does the keto diet work? It absolutely works. I have done it so many times and I've lost a lot of weight while doing it, probably up to 10 to 15 pounds. But the problem with the keto diet is sustainability. It's so easy to lose the weight because literally you're forcing your body to. It's kind of actually hard not to lose weight. But the thing about it, like I just said, is sustainability, to keep off the weight that you just lost. And we talked about sustainability in my other videos. If something isn't sustainable, sometimes there's really no point in doing it, just because what's the point of losing like 20 pounds this month and then gaining it back next month? So yes, keto diet, you can absolutely do it, and we'll talk about it throughout this video, but I would actually recommend the low carb diet. Not a lot of people talk about the low carb diet just because you do lose weight, but you won't lose maybe as much in a faster time. With the keto diet, you could lose 10 pounds in, let's say, 1 week, and maybe with low carb, depending on how you do it, you could lose 5 pounds in 1 week. But the thing about low carb, it's something that you could do forever if you wanted to. Keto diet, usually after 2 to 3 weeks, your body is exhausted, and the thing is you also need carbs. So let's talk about how the keto diet works. So every day your body needs to burn carbs to provide your body with energy. Carbs include 3 things: sugar, starch, and fiber. But we don't count fiber because fiber is good for us and it helps our blood sugar. So you find starch in sugars, rice, pasta, potatoes, bread, and other foods as well. So basically when you're doing the keto diet, you're basically depriving your body of carbs. Because you're basically burning down your own fat for energy, that's how weight loss happens. When I kind of think about it to myself, it's kind of like your body's eating itself and like you're burning calories that way. So now you need carbs to live. That's why the keto diet really isn't sustainable. Really isn't something that you should be doing more than 2 to 3 weeks. Instead of fully cutting out carbs, what you should do to promote weight loss, and which is actually also good for you, is a low carb diet, or a low carb lifestyle if you want to call it that instead. And honestly, it's just as effective and you can do it longer. You really just need to think about, do I want to lose weight in a quick amount of time, which might also not be too safe, or lose weight in a longer period of time and actually be able to keep it off. It's like up to you. But I'll talk about them both together so you can decide what you want to do. In regards to the concepts of foods, the foods are exactly the same. The only difference is in the keto diet, you would be cutting out all carbs as much as you can. In the low carb diet, basically you can try to cut out maybe carbs in the morning for breakfast or carbs for lunch, and then you can have carbs in the evening, or you can do it vice versa and have carbs in the morning, have carbs for lunch, and have no carbs at night. You can do things like that and kind of tweak it to your preference. Or for the low carb as well, you can maybe have snacks that are all low carb, or in the day have snacks that are fully carbs and all your meals are low carb. So basically the difference is in low carb you still have some carbs in there, and in keto diet you're really slashing out all the carbs. So let's keep talking about how to do it and what you need. So again, this goes for both low carb and keto. So the goal is basically to cut out heavy carbs with fats and protein. So again, last week we talked about how protein helps you feel full and you also build muscle. But protein-filled foods are loads of meat, chicken, vegetables, nuts, seeds, dairy, berries, and avocados. In a couple of days, I'll talk about specific foods, but generally that's a lot of the foods or the type of foods that you'll see in the keto diet. So also think about if you're really interested in those things, because that's a lot of what you're gonna be eating. Oh, and I forgot fish. So if you look at a nutrition label, which I will show you guys in just a second, if you look at a nutrition label, if you see that the carbs daily percent value is more than 10%, know that that is too much carbs, at least for the keto diet, and generally that's a lot of carbs that you're putting into your body. If they're 5, that is a low amount and that's really good. Between 5 and 10, that's also quite good. But anything above 10 is way more than you need. So I'll show you guys a comparison between Doritos and my Smart Pop. So if you guys see this here is 11%. That's quite a bit. Fiber is 0, but if you see the amount of carbs, 32 grams. If you guys knew how much that was, you know that that is a crazy amount. So as I said, it's over 10%, so that is quite a lot. I don't know if you guys can see that well, but that's a lot. Now let's look at the Smart Pop, which I eat like almost every day. So if you guys see this Smart Pop, the daily percent value or the percent daily value is 3%, which is so low. It's lower than 5. And again, fiber is only 2 grams out of the 9 grams in the carbohydrates, so that is fine. So Smart Pop would be such a great snack to have, even on keto, I guess, if you were doing low carb, because it is a low carb. I would even do this on keto to have a little bit of carbs in me, seeing that it's such a low carb. It's less than 5%. It's not even close to 10%, so this is also a great snack. I buy the pre-packs that are 100 calories. I use this for a snack all the time, and I love them. So that's an option. So basically when you are doing keto, you can have low carb snacks like that Smart Pop, which is an absolutely great idea. An example of something that's absolutely no carbs is cheese. So let me show it to you. So this is cheese that I eat. So if we look at the carbs, it's 1 gram, but it's 0%, which we said is below 5%. So that's honestly nothing to our body. So our body wouldn't even count this really as a carb. So that's basically an example that has 0 carbs in it that you can have on the low carb and keto diet. So a lot of people cut up cheese and things like that throughout their day. And lastly, I'll just show you guys bread. Bread is quite high, so obviously you wouldn't be wanting to have bread on a keto diet, but I guess if you're doing low carb diet, for one meal you could have bread. So I just have a couple more things to talk about. Next thing I want to talk about is the keto flu. What the keto flu is basically your body kind of going into carb withdrawal. So symptoms that you would experience basically is tiredness, agitation, and weakness. Some people get other symptoms, but those are the most common. I have gotten them when I did the straight keto diet, and for me they only lasted about a week. It's very common, so don't be too worried about it, but at the same time, if at all, if you do feel really unwell, please go back to eating carbs. And definitely if you are going to do the straight keto diet, make sure that you stay hydrated. If you can get vitamin water, Gatorade, or any of those drinks that have electrolytes in it, that would be very important in kind of helping reduce the keto flu and just making sure that your electrolytes are still balanced while you're doing this diet. So that's just something you guys need to know for sure. For a low carb diet, when I've also done it, I didn't really experience the keto flu as heavily as I did when I actually did the straight keto, kind of 0 carbs. So that's also another benefit of the low carb, kind of not really experiencing so much that keto flu. Oh, it's dark. The sun went away. So there's just a couple tips and things I just want to go over before I end this video about the keto diet and the low carb. So another tip is if you are doing the straight keto and you decide that you want to stop, please don't abruptly stop. If you are going to go back to eating regular food, start by maybe incorporating one meal or one snack or something in that sense that has carbs in it. If you go back straight to eating carbs 3 times a day or 2 times a day, you're definitely going to gain all the weight back, and it might even just make you feel really sick, and you're even going to eat even more than you would have before because your body missed it so much. You're just going to want to eat so much of what you haven't been eating. So definitely don't just stop abruptly. Start incorporating things back into your diet Another thing that people also do when doing the keto diet is they start with the keto and then move to low carb and then stay on low carb as long as they want to, and things like that. So again, we'll talk about meals and food in a couple of days, but an example of a keto breakfast could be cheese and sausage, or bacon and a particular type of fruit, an omelet with bacon. For lunch, possibly grilled chicken and a salad. For dinner, maybe any sort of fish that you'd like, and any veggies, cheese, or eggs, or something like that. Alright guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Let me know if you guys want to start the keto diet or the low carb diet, and if you guys want some more in-depth tips and also my full experience, feel free to comment or send me a message. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a blessed week, and I hope you guys are enjoying your weight loss journey if you guys have started. Keep living life from your favorite nurse.